Hello everyone, Southside Stacker here, and I'm going to review the 2018 Silver Krugerrand. The Silver Krugerrand is a 1 ounce silver coin produced by the South African Mint. This is the second year we got a silver coin from them, but this year they're labeling it as a low premium bullion coin. As you know from last year, the 2017 Krugerrand was a little expensive. Premiums were a little exaggerated to say the least. But this year they want to make it affordable for everyone and a little bit more accessible. So let's dive right in. So on the obverse we have an effigy of Paul Kruger. That's the first president of South Africa, and lettering that reads South Africa. On the reverse we have a springbok antelope, the national animal of South Africa, and lettering that reads Krugerrand 2018 1 ounce fine silver. And the denomination right at the end, R1, is 1 rand. So let's talk about the features a little bit. So the entire coin is burnished. You can see that sheen, that luster throughout the coin, and it's struck in very good detail. Besides Paul Kruger there in the center, you can see that repeating pattern across the edge of the coin, kind of like little teeth. Looks really good. The lettering is very pronounced, but it doesn't take away from the subject in the center there, Paul Kruger. And it's struck very well. Take a look at this. I'm going to let it dance in the light a little bit so you can see the magnificent detail. This is a work of art. Talking about the fine lines in his hair, the beard hair done exquisitely, the jacket looks realistic, his neck, look at his ear, that is detailed, that is as detailed as it gets, and his face. This is a very good strike. This looks so lifelike, with his cheek, his lips, his nose, his eyes, the bags under his eyes. He looks very old here. He has that old man frown. This is struck very well. One of the really cool features about the obverse that I like is this little diamond in between South Africa in both English and the South African language. It actually raises from the surface of the coin, and it is pointed. I like that feature there. Show it to you one more time. On the edge of the coin, read it of course, but even that has a little shine to it. Look how it reflects the light so well. It's readed, and it's pretty sharp too. In the reverse we have the springbok antelope. Show you there real quick. Made in the same fashion as the obverse. You have the repeating teeth-like pattern across the edge. Show you here. Krugerrand, bold letters up there. Bold, same bold typeface for the 20 and the 18, but it still doesn't take away from the subject in the center here, which is the antelope. Looks really good here. Struck very well, and very fine detail throughout this entire piece. You have the ridges on the horns that go all the way up to the top. The ears itself looks very good. A lot of depth in it. The antelope's face, that nose and the eyes. The neck texture. You can see its muscle tone throughout its entire body. The little fine detail of the fur across its, I guess you could say its belly. The detail in the tail right there. All of that fine detail. Look at the tone of its legs as it leaps in the air. That's all muscle right there. The hooves. Looks really good. And this is like 4 different angles of hooves, and every single one of them are depicted perfectly. It's very realistic, very lifelike. The plain in the background, we have very fine detail with little plants. Looks like plateaus in the background and a hill maybe. Some small grass, plain. This looks really good. I'm really a fan of this one. The denomination for this coin is 1 Rand. That's the official denomination of South Africa. And you can see that distinction after fine silver, that R1. That's 1 Rand. Really nice. Really beautiful coin. So this was released with a lower premium than last year. The premium for this coin is $1.99 above the spot of silver, which is really good compared to a lot of silver that's been released this year. Anything lower than 3 is nice as far as I'm concerned. And $1.99 is kind of that sweet spot. It's a reasonable price for bullion silver that also happens to be a collectible. Show you the obverse again. I'm a big fan of this obverse. This looks like a picture. Looks like you can leap right out of the coin. So yeah, $1.99 above the spot of silver. And I rate this coin, let's see, I give it a 4.5 out of 5. I want to give it a perfect 5, but I'm going to compare it to itself. The 2017 version had a mirror-like finish on the Antelope and Paul Kruger, and I think that kind of gave it its edge, on top of the fact that there was the laser-etched 50th anniversary that was on the 2017 version. So only because I'm comparing it to itself, it gets a 4.5, but otherwise I would have gave it a 5, because this coin was made very well. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the I at the top right of the screen to let me know how you would rate the coin. This is the 2018 Silver Krugerrand. I'm Southside Stacker. Thanks for checking it out.